Hey there, thanks for checking out this edition of What's Happening at Effen Vineyards, where we make effing good wine. Well, it's the beginning of April. As you can see, the weather has changed a little bit. We've actually got some clouds in the sky today, which is a welcome relief. But the vines have gone just absolutely crazy. We had a very warm winter and an early spring that's been very warm. Last month, the vines behind me, the Sangiovese vines, they were 5 inches tall. I've got shoots out here that are easily 5 feet tall. So we've been doing a lot of work keeping things under control because, frankly, it's a jungle out there, a lot of pruning going on. But I've also been busy in the winery. In fact, I bought a new toy. I love buying new toys. Let me show you what I got. Behold, my new ozone generator. Ozonated water is created when oxygen, O2, in the water is energized to become O3. Now, when ozone touches bacteria, fungi, or a virus, one of the 3 atoms detaches and slams into the offending microorganism, destroying its cell wall, killing it. Bye-bye, bacteria. The ozone then turns back into ordinary oxygen, leaving behind no residue, and all of this happens in ordinary tap water. Wow, science! So we've been racking the barrels in the winery this month. First, we pump the wine out of the barrel and put it in a tank that's been cleaned with the ozone. Then we wash the sediment out of the barrel and get the barrel all cleaned up before we sanitize the barrel with ozone. The great thing about ozone is that it's non-toxic, there's no chemicals, it's just water, and it's perfectly harmless, so you don't have to worry about getting it on your hands, and you don't have to worry about drinking it. See, I'm ozonated. Once that's all done, we pump the wine back into the barrel to continue aging. But of course, the wine must be tested to make sure it's okay. Meanwhile, out in the vineyard. Right now I'm doing some shoot thinning and suckering on some of these vines. We've already done the major pruning, but you can see that all of this stuff has come out in the last couple weeks, the last month, and there's too much foliage here for this plant to support. I want to have a balanced vine, just the right amount of fruit the root system can support, and just the right amount of vegetation that will ripen that fruit. Everything else is out of here. All right, it's time for today's nature segment. Well, if you saw my last video, you know I've been having coyote problems. The coyotes come around and, you know, when the fruit is ripe, they'll eat the fruit, but this time of year, there's no fruit to be had. So what they've been doing is chewing on my irrigation lines to get some water. And I talked to a few people that are, you know, kind of in the business, the vineyard business, and they said the best thing you can do is like leave some water bowls out so that they can come by and have the water. So I got a couple of water bowls here. And I thought, no, that's not gonna work. And so what I decided to do is actually get some big buckets. So I'm gonna put a couple of buckets on either side of the vineyard where they would most likely enter, you know, before they can get to the irrigation lines, and that way they can have a drink. So here's one of the buckets of water here. It's at the end of a row, and the coyotes usually come this way towards the vineyard. The rest of the vineyard, at least this block, is that way. So they can come by and, you know, have a drink, you know, feel kind of comfortable, feel comfy here. And in order to help them, you know, try to maybe stay away from my irrigation lines, I'll distract them with some dog toys and maybe some personal hygiene products. I mean, what self-respecting coyote wouldn't want to have a nice, you know, comb or brush while they're here overnight? We'll see if it works. The gophers are back with a vengeance, so I'm back to minding my traps on a regular schedule. Oh. Nothing there. Oh, a big one. Look at that. Get him, Mr. Gopher. Well, to finish up today's video, I want to present today's featured wine. The fruit for this wine comes from a special little vineyard up in Paso Robles, or Paso Robles. This wine is 100% Cabernet, a beautiful expression of what Central Coast Cabernet can be. It is really something special. Oh, what mouthfeel. Delicious. Major blackberry, some cedar. It's a really good wine. That Cabernet, along with some other notable wines, will be released shortly at effenbergervineyards.com, where you can also go to arrange a private tasting. We do tastings by appointment, and you can check out our wine store or check out the Effen Wine Club. All right, that's effenbergervineyards.com. Well, thanks for checking out this episode of What's Happening at Effenberger Vineyards. I hope you have a wonderful weekend. We got the holiday coming up here in another day or two, and appreciate you watching. Cheers.